Today's VSPN is going to be a big one. With graduation, our school will need to fill that empty hole of emptiness with the seniors gone for good. Then we finally got this last week of school with finals that could make or break your grades. If your grades doesn't quite meet the expectations, we got you with summer school. As for sports, we got some tryouts of the summer as well as some results from our Falcons that made it to state. To finish it off with school news, we got performing arts and a few fire interviews. After, we'll transition into weather and finish it off with some local and national news.
Yesterday was graduation. It was around 1-ish at the Idaho Ford Center. Now our seniors are gone. People who graduated from this class, meaning VSPN, are Andres Del Hoyo, Samuel Dittman, Christian Polly, and lastly, Serenity Swearington. It was a wonderful ceremony. Check it out on our YouTube channel. Oh, and Carter Jones also graduated, but check it out on our YouTube channel.
Everybody get excited because it is the end of the school year, and not only that, but the last week. As of today, Wednesday the 25th, we have the rest of the day and tomorrow where it's going to be early release both days at 1:10. And then summer, here we come. As for the actual school days, most teachers are no longer accepting missing work. So if your grades need some help, study up for finals, as most are 20% of your grade. This school year was the first semi-normal one of the few years, and a lot of fun memories this year through all of the awesome school events that will make it one to remember.
For today's schedule, we will go to second until 9:45 a.m. Then snack break will be until 9:55 a.m. We go to third, and it ends at 11:05 a.m. After that is lunch, and there is a combined lunch. Upstairs will be released first at 11:05, and then downstairs at 11:10 a.m. Then we go to our final class of the day, which ends at 1:10. Thursday is the same, just different periods. Check it out. The first class of the day will be the 5th and ends at 9:45, then snack break. After that, we go to 6th. Lunch will be the same as today, but then we'll go to our last period of the school year and get out at 1:10 a.m. p.m. Sorry. Good luck with everyone on finals.
If you need to make up some needed credits, you need to stop by the counseling office and pick up a summer school enrollment form. There are 2 different sessions for a 4-week session in June and a 3-week session in July. You may attend both or one if you want, and it's free if you qualify at risk. Contact your counselors if you have any questions. Students, do not forget, even though summer just began, that school next year starts August 17th. I know I gotta be the bearer of bad news, but we all gotta be ready for what is to come with the next school year. So be prepared for it all to come.
With your help, we can provide for a child in a video production program like this one. A donation of even something as small as $1 or even just 10 cents will help. Your financial commitment will help to foster growth in our video production program for years to come. Please scan the QR code to donate today. Thank you. Guys, listen up. If you're wanting to play basketball this summer, tryouts will be held this Thursday, May 26th, after school at 3 p.m. It will be in the main gym, and don't forget to bring your gear so you aren't late. If you aren't at least 10 minutes early, you're late, and late means running.
Dance tryouts have already had their first go around, but for whatever reason you missed it, and wanted to try it, you've got a second chance. June 1st, there will be a second tryout in the main gym from 6 p.m. to 7:15 p.m. Make sure you come prepared and always have fun. Softball went to state. Their first state game was against Bishop Kelly, and scoring was 9-12 with Bishop winning. The second game was against Jerome, with Vallivue taking the win with a score of 16-1. Then they played Blackfoot and won with a score of 8-7. I went against Bishop Kelly again and lost. After that, they went against Lakeland in a close game, 3-2, with Vallivue winning. Their last game was against Twin Falls, with Vallivue taking the dub with a score of 8-4. What a great season they had. Good job for our girls for placing second in state.
If you guys didn't know, last week the theater department produced a play, Robin Hood, down at the Mallard Park. It was a fantastic 3 days. The play went as followed. Prince John's evil plans were foiled by the mighty Robin Hood, who saved the lovely maid Marian from having to marry Prince John. From a band of women with a musical montage of men in tights, many of the actors ensemble lettered in the theater park at the park on Friday. Tyler Terry, being one of them, hopes to double letter next year. He played Robin very enthusiastically, filling the amphitheater full of laughs. Tyler Terry, or formerly known as Robin Hood, says, "The play went great. The audience enjoyed it more than we could have ever imagined. If you don't know Dwayne, The Rock Johnson broke our set Wednesday night. But even without the set and technical issues, they put on an amazing play for all to enjoy."
Theater students, if you were in the play The Tempest 1 year ago, or know someone who was in the play, it is finally edited. You can find the play on YouTube. It's been a long and rough year to get it finished, but finally done and up for your enjoyment to watch.
My name is Kurt Griffiths, and I've been the band director at Vallivue and Vallivue School District for the last 44 years, and an alum as well. I graduated from Vallivue High School in 1970 and came back to be its band director in 1978. Well, I think my biggest accomplishment is to be an advocate for music education in the Canyon County Consolidated School District. So I'm really particularly proud of the music facilities that we have. We have a general music room in every elementary school, which was not the case when I first came here. And also all the secondary schools have 3 rehearsal rooms and a performance hall. That's a big deal. Well, I've got many home projects that have been neglected for about 3 decades, and so I'm going to start working on those kind of things and hopefully doing some traveling.
Hi, I'm Eric Adamson. I am the band teacher at Vallivue Middle School. I've been there since the year 2000, so I'm finishing up my 22nd year of teaching there. And I am really excited about becoming the new band teacher at Vallivue High School. I'm really excited to make the transition as smooth as possible. Most of these students are ones that I've already taught, and I think it'll be a great transition. And what I'm really excited about is working with the more talented students and trying to see what we can accomplish with all of their abilities. Moving up to the high school was a big decision, but ultimately I thought what would disrupt this awesome program the least is if I took the job versus somebody from the outside that doesn't know how things are run.
For today's weather, we got the low being 51 and the high being 85, so today's going to be a pretty nice day. If you want to do something outside, go for it. If not, I mean, you can chill in your house, but you're going to be wasting a pretty good day. And then tomorrow is even better. So if you want to chill in your house Wednesday, at least take advantage of Thursday. With the high of 90 and a low of 59, hey, a high of 90, man, you could go swimming. I mean, that's what I'm going to be doing personally. And if not, I mean, basketball is always a good option, or whatever sport you may play. And then for Friday, we got a low of 52 and a high of 75. Pretty average day. It's better than the upcoming weather. So make sure to take advantage of this ending of the week with the amazing weather. And then for Saturday, we've got a low of 47 and a high of 68. Not very high, if you ask me. I will not be chilling outside that day. We'll be inside all day. So take advantage of your house and the heat you have in there. And then for Sunday, it's even worse. Low of 45 and a high of 59. But if you've lived here for a while, I mean, you're pretty used to it. So this week of weather, if you're not enjoying the early part of the week, hey, maybe you're a cold person. Maybe you're with the cold. If you enjoy the end of the week, maybe you don't like the warm. Maybe you don't like the summer. But either way, enjoy your week of weather.
The Republican primary occurred last week on Tuesday, May 17th. There were many important positions up for grabs, including governor, U.S. Senate, and attorney general. The most interesting race was not the governor, as many might have thought, but it was actually the attorney general race. The two most popular candidates, Lawrence Wasden, who is the incumbent in the race, and Raul Labrador, who was in the U.S. House from 2011 to 2019, were battling for the top spot for much of the night. In the end, Raul Labrador was a popular candidate, winning 51.6% of the vote, which is around 140,000 votes. For the U.S. Senate primary, there were a total of 5 candidates on the ballot, with Mike Crapo, the incumbent, taking a large majority of the vote, that being around 69.5%, or over 44,000 votes. For the U.S. House race, Russ Fulcher went uncontested in Representative District 1, winning 126,000 votes. The Representative District 2, Mike Simpson battled it out with Brian Smith. Mike ended up on top with over 66,000 votes. And now, what you've all been waiting for, in the race for governor, there were 2 main candidates that stood out. In one corner, the incumbent, Brad Little, and in the other, the current Lieutenant Governor, Janice McGeachin. In the early race, it seemed too close to tell, but as the night went on, it became apparent that Little wasn't so little after all, gaining a total of 148,213 votes as opposed to McGeachin's 90,682. So, in the upcoming November elections, the race for governor will have Republican Brad Little up against Democrat Stephen Haidt. Now that I have gone over some local news, it's time to move on to national news. As I'm sure you all know, gas prices are through the roof, with the national average breaking a new record of $4.59 a gallon. I'm sure this is just one more reason to rethink some of our life choices. Now, you may be asking why such a spike in gas prices has occurred. As I'm sure you remember last summer, the average was only around $3.03 a gallon. Some of this is due to the conflict occurring in Ukraine presently. Sanctions placed against Western nations by Russia have caused oil prices to skyrocket. Due to lowered oil production in recent years, America is not able to keep up with the demand for oil, not only in your own country, but around the world. Experts are unsure of whether this crisis could have been completely avoided. However, many say that there are certainly better ways to lower fuel costs than injecting more supply into the economy. For example, tax cuts are often used as a form of economic stimulus, so some may say that if the U.S. were to lift federal fuel taxes, it would provide enough economic relief to help those in need. Federal fuel tax is around 18 cents per gallon of gasoline and 24 cents a gallon of diesel. This could possibly save gasoline-using Americans up to $66 million per day in fuel tax. This clear solution, however simple it may seem, is not simple at all. The government can't run for free. But on the flip side, Americans can't live well with little money. That's all for the news. Now on to Wise Words Wednesday with Hunter Birch.
Today's wise words is from me, and it goes as follows. Don't cry because it is over, smile because it happened. Even though this year is coming to an end, do not cry because it's all over. Smile because all the good things happen. Even the bad things, smile that those happen because it makes you who you are today. It makes you a better person or someone you want to become more like. Everyone is so focused on the past and think, why did this happen to me? But just remember, learn to appreciate what you get instead of what you could have gotten. Something you should take away from today's VSPN. All the seniors are gone. Juniors, you are the new seniors. We got 2 more days left of school. August 17th is when school starts next year. Basketball open gym is tomorrow. Come prepared if you plan on attending basketball next year. June 1st is the second run of the dance tryouts. Our softball team got second in state. So close, we'll get them next year. The Tempest play is finally done. Finally done editing. Go check it out. Gas is getting more and more expensive, so try and conserve your gas. Thank you all for watching and have a great rest of your day.